Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soul Rack Dragon, here back with more Fate Grand Order, Realm of the Thanatos Impulse, Traum, where today we are taking on Section 17, The Laughing Emperor. Be sure to drop a like to show your support and subscribe so you know when new episodes of this comes out. I don't know why I'm calling it episodes. New sections. That's a better phrase. But without further ado, YouTube, let us begin Section 17. The Laughing Emperor. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Ha ha ho ho ha ho ha ho ha. See, because I'm laughing and I'm playing the part of the Emperor. Zhangzhui, do you know about our master? What would happen if I said I did? I could torture the answer from you, unless you'd still refuse to talk even then. Oh no, I'm happy to talk. I'm sure you are. I've been watching you for this whole time, and I've never once seen you do anything to curry favor with our master. I know you're plotting something, however harmlessly you're acting. Just who is our master, anyway? Good question. I wonder what will happen to me for saying this. Oh well, I think I can get away with it today. In brief. Yeah? They represent all of humankind. What? I'm afraid that's the best answer, if not the only one. Alright, Mordred, thanks for swinging by and chatting as well. Kind of figured that you would be able to stick around for longer if I streamed like 7 hours earlier than my normal, but I guess not. So, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you tomorrow. The time may come when you can understand that, or perhaps it may not. Either way, we will rebel against proper human history. As long as you remember that, there should be no problem. Well, no matter. Honestly, I thought more people would be swinging by since I did an early stream, but is what it is. I have sort of, I did take a few months off from consistent streaming, so it's not too surprising. Not too surprising at all. With time, consistency, the stream audience will grow once more. The final battle is nearly upon us. We'll be facing the reinstatement realm as they fall back after decimating the righteous realm. Both Konstantinos and Johanna will be tired from their expedition, but I'm sure they'll remain vigilant. So are you certain this attack will overwhelm them? That I can answer with an unqualified yes. Still, if one of them shields the other, the one being protected will probably survive. How romantic. I love that sort of thing. Oh? If I'd had to guess, I'd have said you hated it. On the contrary, it's so wonderfully disgraceful. Care to wager on which of them it'll strike? No, thank you. If it's that very disgracefulness that requires that you take these outcomes seriously. Alright, let's get started. As you wish. Activate the heavy bombardment puppet archer. Understood. Servant archer class activating at maximum power. Target, the reinstatement realm army. Distance, 23.1 kilometers. Maintaining marching speed of 9 kilometers per hour. Leg restraints locked. Charging magical energy. Now to send out the decoys. The old German puppet soldiers have begun their assault, transitioning from marching to attack formation. Activate decoy magical energy pulse. They'll never notice a magical energy signal that far away if they see a combination of sacred sword and demonic bow activate nearby. Magical energy charge complete. Activating Noble Phantasm. All hands, evacuate the floor. Stand back. Oh, we are on one of those towers that they made, aren't we? Let's go, Lady Creamhild. No, I'll stay here. My queen. These kinds of things are better witnessed from up close, don't you know? Then I guess I'll do the same. The rest of you, get out of here. Summon purpose, unknown. Materialization purpose, unknown. Full functionality shutdown, denied. Full functionality activation, denied. Approved. He was, in a word, a weapon. He used to speak like a human, and even tried to act like a human. But both his appearance and his power kept him far from the human world. So, of course, it only made sense he would be treated like a machine. He sighed. He didn't know why he was here. He didn't know why he was about to fire his noble phantasm. He didn't even know who his arrow was pointed at. Neither did he understand, nor care to know. and so he solemnly, methodically activated his noble phantasm. He was a servant, archer class. His true name was Shinzi Hachiro Tametomo. Alright, let's see here. Shinzi Hachiro Tametomo. Hey, Pen Sage, welcome to the stream. How be things? So, rolls went really well. I got me my Don Quixote, and I am very, very happy about that. But currently we are working through section 17, I believe it is right now. Yeah, I think it's 17, but I'm looking up this servant. So, Minamoto no Tametomo is his other name. Let's see here. Son of Minamoto no Tameyoshi. So it's said to have sunk an entire tiger ship with a single arrow. His left arm is 4 inches longer than his right, enabling a longer draw of the bow for more powerful shots. Fought against the forces of Taira no Kiyomori and Minamoto no Yoshitomo, his brother. Committed seppuku. Not a lot is known about him. He was part of the Minamoto clan, which means he is probably very powerful. Oh! Does he have an actual appearance? Oh, he looks awesome! He looks friggin' amazing! With this indomitable steel bow, I shall lay waste to all before me. Gochin, Yumi Harizuki, Moonlight Cannon. Fire! I'm gonna have to use him for the cover for this thumbnail for this section. There was once a legend. It told of a ship that was split asunder and sunk by a single arrow. Interestingly, that arrow was not aimed at the ship. It was aimed at a single passenger. It sank the entire ship because the archer firing it strove for maximum destructive power, thereby ensuring his target's death. It's all good. Did some light FGO rolls finishing Fallout 4. Fallout 4, very nice, very nice. What path did you choose? The Institute, the Minutemen, the Brotherhood of Steel, or the Railroad? And Creamhild has chosen this arrow's next target, the frail female Pope. Ooh. Going for Pope Johanna. The true ending, so many requirements and restrictions. What do you mean by true ending, out of curiosity? This isn't good. I feel as though I'm returning in defeat. Well, why don't we change the subject? Charlemagne. He's a servant of proper human history, so I know I'll need to settle the score with him eventually. But we've already ground the righteous realm's forces down as much as we can. And now that his soldiers know he's on proper human history's side, he may well lose as many as 90% of his servants. Constantinos. It's safe to assume the righteous realm will never regain its former strength, no matter how much time passes. So perhaps we should focus on the revenge realm now, especially now that Zhang Jui is out of the picture. Constantinos! Oh, I'm sorry, Johanna. Was I ignoring you? Yes, you were. Another 5 seconds and I would have stomped on your foot. I'm truly sorry. Oh, alright. I forgive you. Psych! Ow! Wow, I'm surprised you actually went through with it, Pope Johanna. Of course I did. I'm the Pope. I always give 3 times as good as I get. Everyone works together and the Institute is dead. All of them watch the player blow up the Institute and work together as a unified team. You mean all factions? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of something like that being possible because... I mean, as far as I know, the Minuteman and the Railroad both take out the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm pretty sure the Brotherhood of Steel takes out the Railroad, but leaves the Minutemen alone. Yeah, I can't say I've ever heard of this true ending before. Of course I did. I'm the Pope. I always give 3 times as good as I get. Archbishop Tilpin was like this too. I guess there's a reason historical holy figures are all... You know... Power is power. Well, of course there is. I've never heard of anything like that from any of my clergy. At any rate... You should know that I just now got a premonition. A bad one. Bradamante. Yes, sir. All units, defensive positions. Detecting magical energy. We're surrounded. Those are Zhang Jui's yellow turban soldiers. Archer reporting in. I'm seeing about 100 yellow turbans. They have us surrounded, but we can force our way through. Send your guard. Zhang Jui is alive. There's bound to be more where those came from. Huh? The sky's turned red. This means the Revenge Realm. They've advanced this far. Damn it. I'm detecting an enormous magical energy signal nearby. It's either a phantasm-level creature or an anti-army noble phantasm. So they're using their trump card already. Stay vigilant, be lookout for servants nearby. No. Wait. Something's not right. This is all wrong. A noble phantasm. Konstantinos, block it! Konstantinos trusted Johanna with his life. He didn't hesitate for a moment. He activated his noble phantasm almost the instant Johanna spoke. Theodosius Konstantinos! Konstantinos' noble phantasm recreated the walls of Constantinople, a impenetrable 3-layer bulwark that defended the Byzantine Empire until its fall. These holy walls of the highest rank offered absolute protection against long-range attacks. They would not permit a single attack to pass, even should it stretch to the heavens themselves. The servants let out a cheer. The yellow-turbaned puppet soldiers were now no more than walking sandbags. But the Pope was an intelligent woman, and soon realized what was actually happening. Oh, it's after me. According to the legend, Constantinople's 3-layer bulwark fell because someone forgot to lock a single gate. Whether or not the legend was true wasn't what mattered. What mattered was that it existed. And so there would always be a gap in those defenses, even if they were no bigger than the eye of a needle. Johanna understood the arrow aimed at her would use the gap to reach its target. What a conundrum that is, she thought. Even as she thought that, she understood that this arrow would kill someone. So she braced herself mentally and thought hard. Sacrifice someone in her place? Unthinkable. Sacrifice herself? Undesirable. But of all options available, undesirable was the least more palatable than unthinkable. Yes, it might cause problems for some if she were to die. For one thing, the reinstatement realm could lose its entire reason to exist. But then Johanna had another thought. Konstantinos' noble phantasm was the embodiment of the Byzantine Empire's legend, which meant it recreated something that once actually existed. And it might therefore only protect beings who were themselves real. But Johanna was a fictional being, and so it was possible the wall may not protect her. She couldn't say for sure, but she knew it was possible. More than anything, Johanna knew she didn't want to even a single person dying for her. This is fate. Moments like these come from everyone in time, no matter how great a hero or how holy a person may be. An unexpected death, a fruitless end. These things are apparently just part of what it is to be human. Perhaps fictional as she is, that was a presumptuous thing for her to say. But she was also relieved to know she felt genuinely human in her final moments. And yet... Johanna! Her fate had changed. How did she not see it sooner? How did she fail to realize he too would notice the enemy's null phantasm and move to protect her? Why didn't she realize that he would reach the same conclusion she did? She was a fantastical being, and his three-layer bulwark wouldn't keep her safe. Could Konstantinos really have failed to consider this possibility all up until this point? Of course not. He was the emperor who would have rather lived a peaceful life. And real or not, he genuinely cared for her. Johanna, get down! This was no different than forgetting to lock a gate. No matter how impenetrable his walls may be, they would never provide complete protection as long as that legend existed. Konstantinos moved to protect Johanna. It was the right move, of course. There was no room for his bulwarks in his fantasy. So it was that the arrow meant for Hope Johanna struck another. It was the best possible result Grimhild could have hoped for. Got you, Emperor. Konstantinos. I remember the day I was summoned here. I remember the desire to rebel against proper human history that had been engraved onto my soul. I remember when I decided to allow that anger to carry me forward, even if it made my heart ache. I remember meeting her, a woman I was meant to kill. I see, then I guess you and I are enemies. So it would seem, Your Holiness. Hey, don't you dare call me that! Are you taunting me, bastard? I know just as well as you that I'm only a figment of someone's imagination. Now go on, if you're going to kill me, then what are you waiting for? But I'm still a servant, and I'm not going to make it easy for you. Wait, you know. You understand that that you never actually existed. Huh? Of course I do. I know only a delusion that was briefly accepted before being roundly refuted. So what, you're saying I should retreat into the dustbin of history now that my existence has been so thoroughly disputed? I didn't say anything of the sort. Well, I was bounded up dead in a ditch somewhere anyway, so may as well be now. I'll still fight back if you're going to try and kill me, though, but even I don't think there will be much point in it. You don't? Well, no, I mean, the same proper human history you're rebelling against rejected me. Do you hate it for that? Yes. I'm surprised to hear you say that. Of course I do. First they dream me up, then they deny me. They make up details about my life in one breath and throw them away all in the next. They say the very idea of a woman being the Pope is too bizarre to be believed. Huh. It all makes me want to grab proper human history by its collar, slam its head into a telephone pole and smash it off, finish it off by roasting it with a flamethrower. That's bizarre to hear from you. Oh well, I'm alive now in a manner of speaking. I suppose that's what matters. So if I'm going to sacrifice myself, I want it to be for someone or something that doesn't deny my existence. Would you be satisfied with that, Your Imperial Majesty? Let's get this battle over with. No, I'm not going to fight you. Huh? Kriemhild was summoned before me. I'm a terrible match for her in every way, so I can't hope to defeat her on my own. I'd sooner leave my own servants than obey her every word. Okay, I promise I'll get you reinstated. That's a fine reason to revolt against proper human history. Until now I've just been taking my anger out on whoever crossed my path. But as long as there is a proper motive, it all starts to make sense. You being erased like that is an abominable thing. They should have never simply relegated you to the dustbin of history. So I'm going to reaffirm your existence. I'm going to change proper human history to ensure you are always a part of it. Huh? Huh? Your reactions are comical and I enjoy them, but you should probably try to be a bit more composed around the soldiers. Are you serious about this? You don't want to disappear, right? Well, no, I don't, but still. Then help me. Work with me to ensure your survival. Use me for your own ends, Johanna. You know I'll turn my coat at the worst possible moment, right? I'm still a servant of proper human history. When that happens, I'll accept that my crusade has gone as far as it can. In the meantime, I want to rebel against proper human history to make sure you live on. Personally, I think that's a great reason for rebelling. It's crass, that's what it is. So basically, you just want to look good for a woman. No self-respecting ruler would ever admit to such a thing. Indeed, you're exactly right. It's unseemly and indecent. It makes me feel as though I've fallen for a honeypot like some poor fool. But for you, maybe acting the fool wouldn't be so bad. After all, I'm already rebelling anyway. So what do you say? Do you accept? If you don't, I'll just keep pestering you until you do. Alright, alright. Damn it, I can't believe I gave in to temptation.
friendship. / maybe something more. And so I found a reason to win, no matter what. She was bright, clever, quick-witted, and utterly magnanimous. For all the curses she hurled at her destiny, she had ultimately resigned to accept it. So then I need to change that very destiny. Reinstatement. I will reinstate your right to be human. I will help you regain your means to live. I will free you from the nauseating confines of this internal, fleetingly beautiful fantasy. I want you to plant your feet on real earth. I want you to take deep breaths of real air. I want you to shout at the top of your lungs and laugh until your sides ache. Yes, when you get right down to it, that's all my wish amounts to. And with that wish laid bare, I suppose my defeat was inevitable. Konstantinos! Dude! Hero 3. So is Konstantinos dead? I mean, that'd be a way to go, I guess. Fighting for what you believe in. No, he's not dead. Konstantinos, hang in there. Hey, come on, say something. Open your eyes. I kind of wish that we knew this was happening in character. Damn it, why'd you throw yourself in front of me? You idiot! That's the harshest you've ever spoken to me. You could have woken me up from a century-long slumber like that. Konstantinos, if you have the energy to be a smartass, then you must be fine, right? The throne room, so we're back in the reinstatement realm. Castor. Yes, my emperor. How's my wound? We're treating it right now. It's no use. My spirit core was destroyed. You're just wasting magical energy. You almost ruined your save file again. How so? Like, how are you managing to get everyone to work together against the Institute? Pen Sage. I want to speak to everyone before I go. Find a caster who can help me with that. Konstantinos, what do you think you're doing? You're in no condition to stand up yet. So I should just lie down and wait for death. Not a fucking chance. Now you're even being crude. That's rich coming from you. I make my peace with all my pain and regret. Again and again, back and forth. What could be more like a human life than this? The spell's done, my liege. Whenever you're ready. Thank you. Citizens of the Reinstatement Realm, my name is Konstantinos. In case you haven't heard yet, I'm sorry to say that I've been shot, and will soon perish. That's right. It's only thanks to our caster's tireless efforts that I'm just barely able to stand here and speak to you now. I'm deeply sorry to be leaving you all like this. We know from encountering the Yellow Turban soldiers that Zhang Jui is still alive. We don't know if this is because the Righteous Realm made a mistake, or if there was some means in place to bring him back in case of his death. Either way, our attempt to take advantage of the situation ended with our enemy gaining that advantage instead. I was struck by an archer's arrow. I've never seen an arrow capable of retaining such force over such a great distance. I don't know if this archer comes from a myth filled with mystics, or an incredible historical legend. There may even be some other element in play we don't know about. Regardless, I want you all to be wary of them. Now let's talk about our next steps. You have two choices. The first is to defect to the Revenge Realm. I'm sure many of you don't like the idea of submitting to the enemy we've been fighting all this time. But this too is a part of war, a fate all heroes must come to terms with, sooner or later. The second choice is to go over to the Righteous Realm. I don't recommend it. As you all surely know by now, they're on the side of proper human history. However, it's okay, Konstantinos, tell them. I'm sick of the lies. Johanna is a servant of proper human history as well. High charisma, you need to steal recon quests and side quests, talk Brandis down from going crazy, then kill Kellogg. Okay. That's right, I couldn't stand that she's been discarded as a mere fantasy. My rebellion against proper human history was meant to reinstate her. This has all been a great hollow fantasy born of my own selfish desires. If you are angry at me for lying to you and wish to defect to the Revenge Realm, you're welcome to do so. But whatever you do, you cannot stay here. No, not because you'll all die or anything like that. I made this realm myself, I loved and ruled it as though it was part of myself. So I've selfishly decided that it will dissolve when I die. Excuse me. Revenge Realm is growing! Damn, Kriemhild didn't waste any time, did she? Johanna, I want you to go to the Righteous Realm.
No way!
I thought that's what you'd say, but I'm afraid I must refuse to accept your refusal. Bradamante, will you see her there?
Are you sure about this, sir?
I can't abide proper human history because of the temperament I was summoned with. And yet, here I am depending on proper human history anyway. Truly, there is no sense to be found here. But you've already accepted this contradiction, haven't you, Bradamante? You have ever since the real Charlemagne appeared.
Yes.
Then you also understand what you need to do now, don't you? I'm definitely going to have to look into this, because I never knew about there being a true ending to Fallout 4, where you just eliminate the Institute. I honestly just I sided with the Brotherhood the whole way, because the Railroad seems like a bunch of crazies, and the Institute definitely has gone too far. Plus, I wanted to see Liberty Prime again, so, you know.
Of course, I'm sorry about this, Lady Johanna. What? Hey, put me down, you overpowered brute. That's fine with me. Go ahead and call me Bradamante if you want. Your Imperial Majesty.
Yes.
Farewell. May fortune smile upon you.
And to you, Paladin of Charlemagne. Take care of Johanna for me. And be warned, she can be quite the shrew.
What was that? Come say that to my face, I dare you! Let go me, Bradamante. No, stop, this isn't how I want to say goodbye.
Johanna. I really enjoyed our time together. Farewell.
You idiot. I had way more fun than you did.
Oh, that's an honor to hear, Your Holiness. Alright, that's enough. It's time the rest of you made your choice, too. With all due respect, Your Imperial Majesty, we've really taken a liking to the Reinstatement Realm ourselves. It was surprising to hear that our Pope is really on proper human history's side, but maybe not that surprising. Oh well, it doesn't matter now. Our point is that, just like you fell hard for Lady Johanna, we've fallen hard for you. Oh, calling him out! Then I feel sorry for you putting your faith in such an untrustworthy man. So this will be the second time I hole up in a castle about to fall. At least this time, though, I know for certain I'll be dying momentarily. Very well then, if you fools wish to follow me into hell, then you're welcome to do so. Fools indeed. And so the Reinstatement Realm fell. Smelling blood in the water, the Revenge Realm sent out hordes of soldiers to finish the job. Servants' noble phantasms tore through the bounded fields. Servants of the Revenge Realm responded to the desperate attack of the Reinstatement Realm servants with sheer overwhelming numbers.
Don't bother giving them time to surrender. Kill them all, take no prisoners.
Won't that just spur the enemy to fight back even harder?
In an ordinary war, yes, but this isn't an ordinary war. Whether we kill them all or let them surrender, once a hero has made up their mind, they never change it. Wouldn't you agree?
I guess you're right.
So annihilating them is the only answer. It's a fitting choice for the Reinstatement Realm. This is the path they chose, to follow a disgraceful dream and die like disgraceful death.
True, but I doubt they would agree with you about the disgraceful part.
They would not. That is what irritates me most.
And Kriemhild's got some feelings on the matter. I guess I shouldn't be surprised you're still alive, even if only barely. Maybe that's just your lot in life.
Could be.
Once I defeat this guy, I'm done. Forgive me for going on out ahead of you, Your Imperial Majesty. Farewell. Looks like this is the end of the line for me. To think it's ending the same way it did when I was alive. Maybe I'm actually cursed or something.
Okay, Your Imperial Majesty, I'll go with you.
You know, I used to think that I had been summoned in the worst circumstances possible, but I'll try being a little more optimistic. I'll do my best to never give up, just like you. That might be a good screenshot for this thumbnail. But it is Konstantinos' final stand, so I think he deserves it. Then again, I would have never met her if it wasn't for the curse. Once the singularity disappears, you'll probably disappear with it. These memories, these feelings, they'll all be washed away. No one else in the singularity will ever feel the way I do for her, and no other me will either. You end up with NP4 Caster Gill from rolling on the Charlie banner. Congrats on Cast Gill, NP4. He is a very solid servant. A very, very solid servant. I can live with that. In fact, yes, that's what the second life should be. I can hardly breathe anymore, but my sword, my armor, and my banner all testify to my imperial royalty. Here I come. In life, regrettably, there are no moments of more entertaining than this. Bearing attack foes left and right, continuing forward with sure, steady steps. My banner is gone, my armor destroyed, my sword broken. Even so, I keep moving forward. Then I realize something. Before me, I see a vast and empty field. A place I never reached in life that will always remain forever out of reach. So this is the beyond. Konstantinos smiles and disappears. The 2,238 surviving Reinstatement Realm servants fought the Revenge Realm forces tooth and nail and ultimately died to a man, but they did so without regret. Well, that's like a cancerous plague spreading. Meanwhile, 542 former Reinstatement Realm servants made their way to the Righteous Realm. They were servants who would still adore Johanna, even knowing her true desires. In the Righteous Realm lay a human from proper human history. These servants knew they would have to ask this human about the imaginary woman, how he felt about her. This was their duty as the Reinstatement Realm's last surviving citizens. Oh yeah, his crit star buff rate is insane. He really can make arts looping potential. Whew, that looks devastating. Look at this. The Revenge Realm is like a blight on the land. Combat node. Support only, though. So who are we going to be playing as? Oh, it's Kadok. Man, I'm beat. Are you okay, Kadok? Oh yeah, I'm fine. You know how I've been using as little magecraft as possible to avoid detection, right? Yes, even the magical energy we've been able to detect from you is incredibly faint. Because of that, my bank is killing me. Damn it, I knew I should have used at least that much. I guess it would have been better if you used a supported mystic code like Senpai does. Nah, that's okay. That just invite more suspicion. You think so? I'll be fine. Just gotta grit my teeth and bear it a little. But... Mash? Where'd you go? Is it because I'm in the Revenge Realm now? No, I suspect it's because I'm here. Moriarty. Uh-oh. Pardon me, let me fix that for you. James Moriarty. Oh good, Mash Chirolite. Perfect timing. I'd like you to keep my presence here a secret from the rest of Chaldea. Which of course includes Mr. Holmes. I can't do. Which would you prefer? I'm sorry. If you decline, I'll either disable Kadok's collar or trigger it. I can go either way, personally. There's nothing to think about here, Mash. You have just as much authority to make this call as anyone. Trigger my collar. Now. No, absolutely not. Listen. This guy's a foreign disciple, remember? Whatever he's up to, there's no way it can possibly be good for me. What he wants most is information, and he can't get that from me if I'm dead. So you need to kill me right now. It's the best possible solution. I refuse. Mash. I said I refuse. Well, this is the most entertaining bit of comedy I've seen in some time. I almost had to stop myself from applauding. Allow me to set your minds at ease. I have no intention of harming you, nor am I here to interrogate anyone. In fact, frankly speaking, I learned all I need to know about you the moment I became a foreign disciple. If anything, I'm more worried about you two stealing information from me. Is that so? I have to admit, he's right. Even if there is more going on at Chaldea than we know about, it doesn't change the fact that we're in constant danger out here, or that we still know nothing about him. See, setting Koyan aside, since she wasn't actually one of the foreign god's disciples, the disciples like Limbo and Muramasa were high servants mixed with some kind of divine spirit. So it's safe to say he isn't just Moriarty either, but that's the question. What else is he? Oh yes, I do love that look. You may seem meek and self-deprecating, but you're actually neither. That's the look of a wolf eyeing its prey. Oh, you have some strong opinions about wolves, do you? Let me guess, given the kind of magecraft you use, I bet you are teased brutally. Called a dog plenty, yes? I'm so tired of your shit. Where'd that come from? How the hell could you tell that much with one look? Feels like you just did an autopsy on me while I'm still alive. The Moriarty was right. Oh, I see. Is this why Beryl used to bark at you? Did you really have to bring that up right now, Mash? I'm still trying to forget it, damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. Nice, very nice. Anyway, let's get down to business. You're here because you're curious about Zhang Jui's fortress, right? I am too. However, obviously, you'll need to go deeper into the Revendrum territory to reach it. I can't imagine that'll be easy for you to do on your own. What would you say to working together on this one? Sure. Well, just like that. Are you sure about this, Kadak? If he wanted to kill me, I'd already be dead. And like you said earlier, there's barely any information he can get from me. You know Chaldea hasn't told me anything of real importance. Like, even if he wanted to know about the Stormboard, I couldn't tell him the first thing about how it's designed. He probably already knows anything I could tell him about Chaldea. So I may as well try to learn everything I can from him. Oh, and you think you can do that, do you? Dunno, but won't find out unless I try. I suppose that's true, like when you tried to kill everyone at Chaldea. Had to bring that up, huh? Of course I did. Okay, then. I know what I did. I'll accept whatever punishment they decide when this is all over. Excuse me. But until then, I'll do everything I can to lighten my sentence by helping them, especially now that our interests are aligned. Oh, I see. How very rational of you. But what about guilt? Don't you feel any of that? I don't have to tell you a thing. Besides, you'll probably work it out for yourself the more we talk. Unless you don't think you can, of course. Oh ho, well played. Fine, then, I agree. You want to shake on it? No thanks. Don't want your nastiness rubbing off on me. Oh, I'm really starting to like you. Again, are you sure about this, Kadak? No. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. But things will work out for us, or they won't. Part of me feels like you're being a little quick to throw the caution to the wind. But, okay, I won't tell anyone else about this. Just give me a minute to move my console. Oh, Kadak, would you say you're keeping a cool head? So far, at least. I see, then make sure you hold on to it. Whatever. Come on, let's go. I think, Kimin Dunjaya, was it? Anyway, it's probably gone by now, but there's no harm in being careful. Oh, is that what you think? Zhang Jui was very particular about that fortress security. He even left a clone of himself there, or something close to one. What's more, he made this clone believe he was actually the real Zhang Jui. Don't you think that's rather extreme? If anything, it's downright pathological. And if you think that, think of it as pathological. No way, it's still being guarded? I suspect the whole fortress will be repaired in the very near future, so let's not waste time getting rid of these guards. Just this once, consider me your own servant, Catechism Lupus. Nope, only ever had one servant, and I'm keeping it that way. You fight however you want, and I'll back you up like any other mage would. As you would like. Now, let's get this started. Well, hello there, good soldiers. Now, would you side characters be so kind to step aside? Because you see, this is meant to be a one-man show. Okay, I guess we would get spoiled about Ruler Moriarty, how he works, before we get the chance to fight him anyways.
Ruler Moriarty is an AoE arts-based ruler. 1 quick, 3 arts, 1 buster. Independent action A for crit strength increase. Conspiracy formation EX for an increase to NP strength and arts card effectiveness. And panic cut C+. Apply charm, confusion, terror, skill seal, immune to yourself. I was confused there myself. His first skill is mathematical thinking A, which applies an evasion for 2 times for 3 turns and a sure hit for 3 turns, as well as decreasing arts resistance for all enemies and arts resistance for all evil enemies. So he has super arts resist down. They are not evil that we are facing against. His second skill is Slide Rule Weapon B++. Quick arts and buster effectiveness for 3 turns, as well as crit strength for 3 turns. Not bad, not bad. And his final skill is Roll of the Dice EX. NP gauge, arts card crit star gather rate, or buster crit star gather rate for 1 turn, as well as gain some crit stars. It is at least a 50 battery. It is a 50 NP battery. Alright. Do you have anything that you can do, Caddick, that might make this palatable? No. Okay. Moriarty, smash that archer first. Number discover all, and evil grows. My wickedness devours all others in service to the ultimate crime. Money is the root of all evil. Ugh. Okay, his NP applies the evil trait to the enemies. Interesting. And he has a passive decrease the HP of the enemy for this singularity, at least. Okay. Same order. Since he had the NP, may as well. Not the strongest NP on its own. And I don't think I'll NP again. I'm gonna just do a Buster Break. I'm gonna do the classic B-A-Q. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. That wasn't that bad at all. There we go. Your power's crazy. It was like their attacks didn't even touch you. In fact, there was something weird about it. Would you not expect such a thing from a foreign disciple? Yeah, I guess you've got a point. He must have only been willing to show off like that because he knew we wouldn't be able to figure out how his powers work. He obviously wasn't dodging or blocking their attacks. I could tell they were hitting him. But he didn't take any damage from them. Even his clothes are still pristine. I got a feeling that little trick is going to be a way bigger problem than whatever damage he can inflict himself. What in the world could be mixed in there with him? You'll never figure it out with the information you've got. Even if you did, it wouldn't help you. That being said, it would certainly be a problem if Zhang Zhu were to show up, so let's find this thing before he does. Yeah, good point. I'll do what I can to help you look from here, too. How does it feel to be a traitor, Mash Kyrolite? No comment. I'm not allowed to talk to evil professors. Now you've really come to dislike me, haven't you? It really only makes sense to say that if she liked you to start with, Moriarty. Now you're just rubbing salt in the wound. Who said Mash can't talk with evil professors? You should not force those 4 restrictions on Mashu. Another support-only node, and we are in the same location, so we are still with Caddick. Good grief. Zhang Zhu is deadly serious about security in this place, isn't he? I expected as much.
I'm surprised you managed to get that trick door open so easily, though. It looked complex. Me too. It's very impressive how you managed to pick the right answer from 6.4 quintillion possible combinations almost instantly. What can I say? I'm just that good. This probably goes without saying, but you were going so fast it looked like you were cheating. That's because I was. Hey, as long as you got the door open, I don't care how you did it. Come on, Moriarty. Perhaps a rousing cheer would help us spur us on. Save that shit for when Soul's around. That is Senpai Sile. Oh, alright. Do you know what's being kept here? There are a few things I don't know, but unfortunately this is one of them. That said, the fact Zhang Jui didn't want Creamhill to find out about this does narrow it down considerably. That's so. Oh, a wyvern. I mean, a soul eater. No, wait, it's not that either. Well, whatever this demonic beast is, it certainly is imposing, don't you agree, Kadok? Let's just say that right now I'm glad you're here with me. I really didn't think the security would be this tight. Alright, let's go crush it mathematically, shall we? How do you do that? But defeating it in 30 seconds or less. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Unless it's, like, really weak? Just saying. Oh, it's not gonna happen. Wait, what? That's... okay. It has evasion. 2 evasions. My brain just got scrambled here. Doing this to apply the evil trait to this guy. And we can get a double NP off. Super lower that art's resistance. And then we do a doot, doot, doot. Man, this enemy really is evil! True evil. BAQ, I guess. And I guess I did not get a Brave Chain. Because it's confusing. I think there is literally no way to tell them apart. Except for the buffs. I think we should be there. Yep, there we go. Well done, Moriarty. And Moriarty. That's weird. And he merges to 1. Jeez, couldn't you have given me a heads up before you cloned yourself? That was freaky. What better way to show you there's nothing a foreign disciple can't do? Now you're back together like nothing happened. What, do you have to be a freaking weirdo to be a foreign disciple or something? Probably. Of course not. At least I don't think so. Where'd all that confidence go? Well, never mind that now. It looks like we're here. So, hero or gold, which will it be? I knew it. That's... Yes, it's alright. We already have a Spirit Origin information on file. That's... Sumanai! I thought I would be trapped here forever. I was almost expecting to be put into an eternal slumber. Siegfried the Dragon Slayer. I figured it was either him or Rheingold. I see, so this is what Zhang Jui was after. Zhang Jui. I see. He's the Revenge Realm's second in command, isn't he? Siegfried, do you want to rebel against proper human history? No. See, better get away from this guy, then. He can mess with your head, flip you to the other side. I most certainly can, yes, but I won't be doing that here. That would ruin all my calculations. Or destiny, if you like. Destiny? Destiny and calculations are one and the same. Quantum mechanics may have refuted Laplace's demon, but calculations still determine how destiny plans out. That's one hell of an old-fashioned concept you're working with. More old-fashioned than the mage world. Ouch, you got me there. So wait, hang on. Are you saying that everything that's happened so far has played out as you calculated? I am indeed. Look, I know how good it feels to wield power in the palm of your hand, too. Let me give you a word of warning. That shit, it can be your undoing. In response to the youth's advice, the man who would eventually become one of the world's most notorious criminals merely shrugged. I really do wonder what Moriarty is planning. I do think he is. I do feel like he's playing the I'm your enemy, but I'm secretly your ally card, though. Final arrow of Section 17. The Laughing Emperor. Excuse me. He's gone. Who was that man, anyway? I'll tell you on the way. By the way, Siegfried. Yes. You know about the Revenge Realm, but you know who's leading it. Of course. Kriemhild's your wife, right? At least that's how the stories go. Yes, I'm sure she's the same Kriemhild I knew in my life. Can you fight her? I can. I'm a hero and a servant. My blade will be no duller for facing my wife. If I must fight her, I swear to do so with all my might. Good to hear. You're really serious about this, huh? Maybe even a little too serious. It was just as serious in the first Singularity, the 100-Year Wars of Orleans, too. I see. Then I may try to be a bit more humorous this time, or a lot more humorous. Look, I know we haven't known each other long, but I can tell you're really, really not going to be any good at that. I see. Here's the Holy Grail, Lady Kriemhild. It manifested right after Constantinos disappeared. Uh-oh. Good work. She has 2 grails now. Oh, your spirit origin's even stronger now. This just leaves the Righteous Realm. What's left of it anyway? Talk about a foregone conclusion. Long live Lady Kriemhild! Long live Lady Kriemhild! Our revenge will soon be a reality. Cheers rang out in rapid succession. All knew the Righteous Realm posed no threat. It wouldn't be much longer now before all 3 realms were united. The soldiers' cries of joy continued unabated. I think I'll go get some fresh air. By all means. So they got Siegfried. Damn proper human history. Who comes back to investigate a place they've already finished investigating? Lord Zhang Jui, Lady Kriemhild wishes to see you. So what was that by all means about, then? You just said Siegfried, didn't you? Oh, overheard me, did you? I don't need to overhear you. I can see everything having to do with him in this realm, even thoughts. I see, I should have expected as much. You knew I could read your mind, didn't you? It's why you made those modifications to your bounded field spell. The East and West may have different styles, but when the result is the same, it's not hard to get the gist. Right you are. That is why I tried not even thinking of him while I was here. Then you should have sealed away any memories you didn't want me looking into. Have you anything to say for yourself?
I couldn't have him showing up here, whether as an enemy or an ally. You're the Revenge Realm's anchor. His very presence would throw you off balance. Just look at the reinstatement realm and how it fell apart when Constantinos broke.
It seems you and I have very different opinions, Zhang. I've been waiting for him to show up.
As his wife.
He's not my husband. He's leftovers.
She smiled like a wolf about to tear into its prey. That smile would have seemed more at home on the blood-stained lips of a monster than on a refined noblewoman.
You mean you didn't know Zhang? I have more right to take revenge on him than anyone ever could. Of that I'm absolutely certain.
Uh-oh.
It all started in the kingdom of Burgundy. Kriemhild was looking out the window. There she saw warriors rejoicing and despairing over every little victory or setback, like children playing with spears and stones. I wonder how strong he really is. How strong who is, my lady? The man from Niederland. Oh, you mean Lord Siegfried. He's the wielder of the secret and demonic sword Balmung, the immortal hero who bathed in dragon's blood. He's also just incredibly, well, cool. I can almost feel my soul leave my body whenever I look at him. I see. Sounds like a man who has everything. Oh wait, there's at least one thing he lacks. Dignity.
Princess.
1 year later, he and I finally met for the first time. Even now, I still don't know what it was I felt for him. Love? Obsession? Something else entirely. Unbearable madness? I despise Hagen. Guilt? Is it all my fault? Grief? He's dead. Taken from me.
I can't remember a thing.
After Siegfried's one weakness was exploited to kill him while he drank at a spring, it felt as though my heart had died too. It didn't take long before my grief turned to hatred. Hagen's words are what really sent me over the edge. In the end, you never understood a thing. What do you mean? Siegfried agreed to let me end this war by stabbing him in the back. I promised him I would. It was his idea. Just the sort of thing your hero would do, isn't it? But now, as you've seen, the tragedies continue to pile up. Everything he did, everything I did. It was all for nothing. That's all your fault, Kriemhild. You should have just stayed in your place and forgot your need for revenge. Why did we... I don't remember what happened after that very well. But according to my records, as I stood in a daze, someone cursed my name and cut me down. It doesn't matter, I never planned on continuing to live there anyway. My only regret was that damn confession. I see. Yes, I see. This rage. This hatred. It's all your fault. All of it. Uh-oh. Did I never mention I was waiting for him? This is no romance. Far from it. Ours is a ballad of hatred. Nothing more. But the worst thing by far is... It won't be a problem. If Kriemhild is rebelling against proper human history, then I'll just have to fight her. He's almost certainly trying to kill me.
No lovers to enemies. No! Subanai, I meant to get your waifu.
1 quartz, 2 Tsukumo mirrors, 2 pure prisms, and 2 Hellfires of Wisdom. And that was Section 17. Section 18 is available, but my throat is starting to hurt. I've been going for almost 3 hours here, so I think I will call this stream and episode here. Tomorrow we will resume, probably relatively early, with Section 18. For now, though, I've been SoulRackDragon. I hope you've enjoyed this video and this stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. Follow me on Twitch to know when I go live. Drop me a like to show your support. Subscribe to me on YouTube so you know when the next video comes out. But, once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.